The following podcast is a Dear Media production.
We've been rolling in, baby
We've
girl.
been rolling in, baby. Actually, I usually start my podcast just like talking. So
I know, me too.
Right here.
I know, me too.
We're so crazy like that.
We're so wild.
So what? So wild.
So wild.
I think I stole that from you because I say it all the time now, and I can't figure out its origin. And I didn't watch that movie that you always post it from.
You didn't watch Dirty Dancing?
No, I've never seen Dirty Dancing. I know they do the big thing on the lake, the dance move on the lake.
What is actually wrong with you?
I've seen like no movies.
Okay,
None.
so get in bed.
Watch Dirty Dancing.
Watch Dirty Dancing without James and then with James.
Oh, okay. He loves to dance. He's like he dances salsa all the time.
Oh my God, that's a little icky.
A lot of people, we had this whole conversation about Americans thinking like dancing like that is like weird and like feminine. And
Is it a turn on or is it not?
In Europe, like they all do it.
No, of course.
So,
what
like,
was that movie? Oh my God,
was-
you don't watch movies. Along Came Polly or something?
Where she gets the jizz in her hair.
No, that's
That
something
is
about Mary.
Oh.
You really are lacking in the movie
No,
department.
I've just played outside,
But like, no, a Latin dancer,
Yes.
like hot.
People always think he's Spanish. He's very tan.
Oh, really?
When we go to like different countries, they'll start speaking Spanish to him.
Oh,
He's
that's fun.
learning Spanish because he said he just like wants to have it up his sleeve. I was like, okay.
I love Spanish. Actually, the cab driver on the way here, I was so annoying, and he like said something in Spanish when I walked in, and I went with it. I was like, "A qué hora?" And I just like kept going, and then he really went with it. And he was like, "I don't like it," and I was like,
We're too far.
"Poquito español."
Un poquito.
Yeah.
Un poquito.
I think Spanish is a really good language to know.
It's very sexy and very helpful. I think. We have Amanda Hirsch, aka Not Skinny But Not Fat, on the pod. Do you know, every time I see all the versions of your name, I immediately think of I didn't watch a lot of movies, but TV was love that when I was little. The Amanda Show with Amanda Bynes.
Amanda.
Yes.
Yeah, when I did my first really cool thing that I did was actually, I just posted like the memory of it. I think it was last December. I got to fill in for Erin Lim on The Rundown.
Yes.
And the producer there.
I remember that. That was so cool. I was like, she's going on The Rundown.
Like,
that
it
was so
cool. And the producer of the show, she's amazing. And she does the best like producing and also editing. So the clip that she made for me to like post about it, she put that song, which was so genius.
I forgot that because that is genius.
I just like, it's one of those things where I like, like watching yourself can be weird.
Yeah.
But sometimes whoever is producing or editing it just all turns out so good.
Yeah.
You're like, hello.
Yeah,
So
100%.
she used that, and I loved it. Amanda.
No, that was
I mean, also
such
like Amanda Bynes, we love you. Like,
get well. Get well.
She's doing nails now.
Doing nails.
Yeah.
Like she's doing people's nails.
Yeah, she's a tech.
I'd love to get in with her.
Could you imagine?
If she could squeeze me in, I do need a fill right now as well.
I think you know who she would like. The style I think she's going for is less yours, less mine. I think more like Alabama Barker, like very long and square.
Okay, so really quick, just like on nail shapes, that doesn't look good
On anyone.
on literally anyone. When the stunning Kardashians have it, terrible.
Terrible.
Like I don't like it on
Hate the
anyone.
square.
Because I don't know if you seem like a girl that's never gotten tips on your nails. Am I right?
Like I've gotten it once.
Okay,
and
so
let me
that
tell
checks
you,
out.
when I actually went to do the Chloe interview.
Yeah.
And I loved the feeling. I was like, oh my God,
Yeah,
I'm a lady.
You want to touch everything.
I'm a lady. But I was like, it ain't me, babe.
Yeah.
Because you know what made me realize it ain't me? Like, I know it ain't me, but I saw somebody else that it ain't them.
Yeah.
And I was like, it ain't you. And it ain't me.
Yeah, so
and we should
not do
both give up.
You know what? When you get those tips put on, though, they put these really originally before they cut the tips and then shape the tips. They just put this giant long square.
Yes,
thing.
I know.
And I'm like, babes, that's what you guys
That's
look
what
like.
you do. You just do that.
I'm like, are y'all in a rush? Are you in a hurry? Do you not have time to like cut and do a shape? Because like that's what it looks like.
It is. I know exactly what you're talking about.
So crazy.
I'm so glad I did it once to like know that reference. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I assumed you wouldn't know. I thought you were gonna be like, yeah, once when I went to prom, like all my friends did it, but you just like seem like such a natural little girly pop.
Just a natural little girly pop.
Like great nail beds, never did it. Sorry. Oh, I can't relate. Like I only get polish, no gel.
I know. I get gel.
You get gel? Okay.
I get gel.
I just saw some fucking article the other day that was like,
I know. I didn't click it.
Me either. Ugh, the less you know sometimes. Okay, I wanted to bring up, do you know how you're, you were messaging me being like, are you doing fucking homework for this interview? And I'm like, yes, because I was listening to some of the interviews you just went on. So I would listen to the Chicks in the Office one. I listened to
God.
Lawrence. No, it was a full day of Amanda yesterday. I'm honestly
I'm so
sick of
sorry.
you.
I know you are.
They were great interviews.
But babe, we've been following each other for years. Why do you need to do homework?
Because I didn't want to ask you all the same questions. I think that's annoying sometimes.
I know, but you have to think also as a pot. That's sweet of you for me.
Yeah.
But like other people listen to your show, then listen to their show.
But my listeners for sure are listening to Not Skinny, or The Skinny Confidential and the Chicks in the Office.
Oh, you just assume that's
yeah, for sure. They're all fucking listening to the same shit or seeing the clips online. So I was like, maybe I could just be a little
clips.
different.
We just talked about the clips before we started.
But I heard you say that you're like me. When someone was like, "Why'd you create your name?" Like Not Skinny but Not Fat. You're like, I don't fucking like just came up with it. And people ask me that all the time about probably, and I'm like,
you're in a better situation than me. Mine is so much dumber.
No, it's not dumb. It's just long.
Not skinny but not fat.
Not skinny but not fat. But the little abbreviation's cool though. I did my abbreviation.
You can
my
easily
podcast,
change it. I feel like
my podcast is probably podcast.
Right.
My Instagram is probably Shannon Ford. But the abbreviation for my podcast is PAP, which is like not a vibe. So,
not a vibe.
We're not like coming on PAP.
Yeah.
So no, but I remember this one time I was trying to find you, of course, because I was like looking at your story. I wanted to see your stories or something. And this is probably like 6 months ago. I typed in skinny, and Instagram popped up.
Doesn't like it.
It was like, "Are you okay? Do you need help? Like these are not good words."
Keep Instagram a safe community.
Yeah, safe community. Like, and it didn't let me search the word skinny, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not trying to like find skinny models to compare myself to right now. Bless all the people that are, but
like they shouldn't be trigger words, but like they are, you know, like skinny, fat. Those are like, like it's hard to hear. So that's why today I'm like, I can't believe it's in neon lights, like in my office and like just my like everything.
Your LLC. Well, I think that like, one, I don't think it's
I think you just have to think that it like doesn't mean anything.
Right.
You know?
That's how I view it. I'm like, it's like I also buy skinny popcorn, and I'm not buying it because I'm like, I really want to be skinny. I just like the way skinny pop tastes.
Demi Lovato would really be upset.
Demi Lovato, I think, stays in a current state of upset. So like the bar is low.
I think they are happy now.
Yes, I do. I do think they are happy as well. Which is good because she needed a break from being mad.
Yeah, and by the way, I think she goes by they and she. So before anybody like comes for us,
I'll double check.
I think she goes by both.
Both? Okay.
Yeah, I think in her profile you see like they. So don't you remember she?
Yes.
Said she was going by they, and then they changed it to she. She was
like,
she was feeling more feminine.
Yeah. I remember all this.
Which I don't know if that's
I keep up
how it works.
I couldn't speak on it because I have no idea, but I do know that you aren't wrong because I remember you posting about it.
She did say
that. She said they
yeah.
and she. But yeah, I mean, I remember when she was very upset about the yogurt, Zofro, whatever it was.
Yeah,
she was very bothered by the.
And this is a yogurt shop that everyone loves, the Big Chill. Like it's a very loved yogurt shop.
Also, wasn't it like it was the non-fat yogurt, and she was like
0 sugar or something.
I thought she got mad about non-fat. I'm like, that's like the technical term. Like there's not trans fat in it or something.
Oh, it was guilt-free.
Guilt-free. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I know
that's why whenever I eat the guilt-free potato chips from Trader Joe's that cut up my fucking mouth.
They do. Do you eat salt and vinegar chips?
I would love to.
I would love to. Given the opportunity, I'd love to. Those just always fuck my mouth up, but I love them. But they fuck my mouth up.
You're like dying.
But I was wondering if that affected your at all, like the not being able to search you. But everyone,
listen, I can't keep up with Instagram and like the algorithm and the amount of shit that it's like so crazy because like that app is actually my life, my livelihood, literally. Like my entire being. And the fact that it's so fucked up and like Instagram, please keep loving me. Sometimes my husband, when I go off on them, he's like,
relax.
You're going off on like your boss. You know what I mean? My
account's almost been deleted like several times.
No, so my account has almost been deleted. I'm pretty sure I'm like shadow banned every day. Every day I get told that my account isn't, that I don't come up for people. You search me, you get like a fucking warning. So I'm like, you know what? Like, what are you gonna do?
If I look too far into it, and I like know people that like really go into it, and my agent has been like, hey, just try to cuss a little bit less, and I'm like, fuck no, I'm not going to. I refuse to.
I'm not like posting conspiracy theories or something.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm not like talking about like COVID and shit. So I don't really know. Like, I don't know what else.
Try to
you're trying
curse
hide.
less.
No, I'm not gonna cuss less. And honestly, I just like I also can't get on the line. I can't get on my Instagram and be like, hey guys, I think I'm shadow banned, because like I really do feel like so many people say that, and a lot of people, I'm like, you're not shadow banned, you're just boring. Like your content's not good. Like she's like, okay, this is not porn.
You know, but but here, first of all, for anyone boring, there's a legit way to check, because I've been legit shadow banned.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Like, there's a legit way to check, which, like, if you, let's say, put a hashtag, because when hashtags mattered,
Yeah.
actually don't anymore. I remember I was shadow banned, and you could check it because you could put like a hashtag that, let's say, has nothing under it. So I remember I put like a hashtag that I made up for other stuff, and legit, like, if I hashtagged on your post, it would come up, mine wouldn't. So it's like kind of like you're this invisible. The annoying thing about being shadow banned, you're right, it's so triggering when people say it. And second of all, people can make it up, and you're like, did you actually check? Because I think you're okay.
Yeah, I think you're good, babe.
And thirdly, Instagram is like, that we don't know what that means. So we all sound crazy. They're gaslighting us.
They're gaslighting the fuck out of us.
Yeah.
They're like, we have never used the word shadow ban.
Like, we don't know what that is.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I get in trouble because I like will comment on someone's stuff and be like, you're so cute, I want to eat your face off. And they're like, violence. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. Because it's like bots handling that shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's why
somebody can legit send a death threat and they're fine and they get to live their lives.
I posted that one time. That's when my agent was like, can you like not talk so much shit about Instagram? Because I was like, if you're going to use fucking bots, how about make them smarter? And they were like, also me, like, burn. Like, nobody cares, Shannon. But it's definitely all bots. So I can see how they get it like confused because they're AI. But it's just
and all the bots, like, let's get these under control.
The $5,000. Yeah.
And also people think that, like, it's so funny. It's like, oh, like, I've seen people think that, like, people that get a lot of bots, it's because they like buy followers.
Yeah.
Like, actually,
no.
I wish I could get rid of these bots. Like, you think I want these fucking bots? If I could get rid of every single bot that either follows or comments, and if I could get rid of any hater that follows and go down by
100,000, I'd take it.
Take it any day.
Same.
Take
and
it
I
any
say
day.
that, and it also bothers people because I'm like, I don't actually care about my followers.
Yeah, I don't.
Really,
like, it doesn't.
don't.
Like, it's
not how I get paid, so I don't care about it. So like, take away the annoying shit.
Take away the. So yeah, nobody wants bots. I mean, I think, you know who probably does shit like that? Companies,
for sure,
when they get you know, because they don't want to have like a follower for a company,
right?
But yeah, it makes no sense for somebody who wants like an actually like engaged community to like buy anybody.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously, as the entire literal fucking universe knows, I'm gonna go in order of operations.
Okay.
So your interviews with the Kardashians, iconic, legendary, amazing. It is where LaManda started, which
kind of, yeah.
Your name is like honestly really great for nicknames like that.
I know, it's so. I mean, I cringe. I just posted the other day this meme that was like, I cringe at everything I've ever said, but yet I won't shut the fuck up. And it's so true. Like
that is literally me. Holy
right?
Shit, yes.
It's like everything I say is fucking cringy, yet here I keep going.
If I watched myself, I say this all the time. I'm like, if I watched me, I'd be like, shut the fuck up.
You know that I just saw a message today in my like request box that was like, shh. I didn't even like block her.
No,
it's just funny.
That's hilarious.
I know. Just like she really wanted me to, but it's like, so funny. No, like, you follow me.
It's like,
and you want me to shut the fuck up.
Like, shh.
He was just like, shh. And I was like, that's so funny.
Do you know some lady on a plane shushed me? Like, we were in lay down beds. It was when I was flying to Cape Town, and she got out of her, which by the motherfucking way, I was thanking the flight attendant for bringing me something. And he asked me, he's like, do you want to eat? I had my light turned off because I knew she was sleeping. I don't know what fucking amount of Xanax she took, but she was sleeping the whole time, like 12 hours. And I was eating with my light off for fucking her. And he was like, do you want to eat with your light off? And I was like, it's okay. And she gets up out of her, leans into my cubby and goes, shh, just like that. And I was taken aback. You know when you're just like, don't even know what to say? Like, she didn't say anything.
You didn't start yet?
No, I just like, it just sat with me for like 3 weeks until like I just was like redoing it in my mind for 3 weeks
my
and
God.
literally almost needed to go to therapy to like get it out of my mind of all the stuff
So
I
that's
should have
why
said to her.
I know. I had a woman, usually people think that with kids, especially in like business class or something, everyone's gonna hate you. I have to say that usually people like smile at Noah and like are really nice. And of course you'll get like the random mean
Sure.
person. So we were on a flight one time and there was this woman shaking her head the entire time. Just like but she couldn't relax. She was just like and I was like, "Are you okay? So
Are you fucking
no,
well?
So at
Like,
one point,
grow up.
At one point, I like couldn't anymore, and one of the flight attendants was like talking to me, and Noah was probably like climbing my neck at that point or something, and I look over at her and she's shaking her head
In distress.
and I was like, I don't know. I was like, sir, can you check on her? I think something is wrong.
I think
like
she's not
her
okay.
head won't stop, shake. And I thought I was so sly.
No, that's
for
good.
that. I was just like, something's wrong with that lady. She won't stop shaking her head.
She's,
Like, go check on her.
Really, something's very wrong with her inside of her. You should really give her a fucking once over. Like, what is fucking wrong with people? I really don't get it. That's a good one.
It doesn't. I get in fights with people. I mean, you've lived in New York for a year, but it's like a lot of times it's older ladies, and that makes me sad. It makes me scared that I will be one.
Yeah.
But it's always like they can be so just like bitter.
Well, they're
like about my dog, or like ugh, like the dog, or like watch where you're going, or like God forbid I'm on my phone. They hate that. They
don't
hate
know
a
how to work
distracted
theirs.
girly,
Yeah.
They hate
They're
that.
confused.
Yeah. They're like, she's not looking where she's going.
Nobody's looking where they're going.
Yeah. We're too busy being on our phones, Anyway, I cut you off.
No, that's exactly what I wanted to talk about, because I genuinely like cannot stand fucking people just absolutely ripping you a new one for normal like mundane tasks.
I know.
Like having a child or walking your dog or being on your phone.
Yeah.
But I was talking about your Kardashian interviews.
How do we get to airplane? Oh,
Lamanda.
And my name and cringy. Wow, we do move like
We move quick around
we move
here.
Quick around
you got to
here.
keep up.
Yeah.
Do people ever ask you if your podcast is in fast forward? Because people think I've speed mine up. Like people slow mine down.
I wonder
to
if
listen.
anybody speeds yours up.
No, I had one person say I'm literally, they didn't say this, but they're basically on meth, I'm sure, because they were like, I speed yours up 0.5. And I'm like, I don't think I could understand my own self sped up 0.5.
I think that's the only way I'll listen to a podcast sped up, is because who has the time?
Who has the fucking time?
Who has
I didn't
the
listen
time?
to yours sped up. But
I think
because
you
talk
can
fast.
listen to mine sped up. I think I drag my words. No, I speak fast.
I could have probably fastened it, but I was just like doing my makeup and cleaning and stuff, so I didn't really fucking care. I was just listening to normal speed.
Yeah.
New year, new wardrobe. However, all of y'all know I said I am trying to save shmoney in 2023. We are turning this into a finance podcast, remember? Okay, no, we're not. I'm kidding about that. But I am not kidding about an amazing shopping hack that I have for y'all. Fashion Pass. Now, Fashion Pass is amazing because it takes the commitment and massive price tags off of amazing designer pieces. You're able to rent these gorgeous clothes, and it's unlimited for a flat price. And they legit have the best brands. They got For 11 Lemons, Amanda Uprichard, Free People, Show Me Your Mumu, and tons more. But honestly, I'm just listing a few of my faves right there. You can swap out your items as many times a month as you want, so it feels like you're just consistently shopping and getting new clothes every week. But for literally a fraction, a sliver of the price. I am currently on the Trendsetter plan, so I get to pick 4 clothing items in every order, or I could pick 3 clothing items and 2 accessories, which is usually what I tend to do because I'm just a gal that loves a funky, cool piece of jewelry or like a fun bag to make my outfit pop. I just find myself wanting these really cool, trendy pieces because, as y'all know, because I've said it time and time again, I am the consumer. I will follow a trend, baby. But then I'm just like over them in like a month or two, because I'm human and that's how it works. So this just saves me so much money in that regard, and I don't want to gatekeep it from y'all. The shipping is super fast. They handle the cleaning for you, so no worries there. Just send it back in the pre-labeled bag they give you. And also, if you do fall in love with a piece and you decide, hey, this is more of a staple than a trendy piece, you can buy it from Fashion Pass and they give you mega discounts towards the purchase, like legit 30 to 70% off. And every month I get a $10 purchase discount that counts towards anything I buy. I have got a killer discount code for you guys as well. If you go to fashionpass.com and use code probably at checkout, you'll get $60 off your first month so that you can try it for literally $29. That's unlimited rentals for just $29 with the code probably. You're welcome. But
So all the cringy things, all the names, Yeah, it's crazy to think that like, I mean, the last like year, I probably had to go to LA like so often, and Kim. No, was Kim my first
Kim
work
was your
trip?
first.
Yeah.
No, no.
Oh no, the
E.
rundown.
The
E.
rundown was first,
and then Kim.
Were you obviously the most? So you interviewed Kim, Courtney, and Chloe.
Right.
Were you obviously the most nervous for Kim? Not because she's Kim, because I feel like you'd be more nervous for Courtney's, but because she was just first, and she was first.
Right. I think it's hard. Like my nerves are so funny because like I could be nervous to like, you know, do the most mundane thing in the world, and then there I am about to interview Kim Kardashian, and there's something that like changes inside of me, like the Snickers commercial.
That's a star quality then. Like
I can turn it on. I can turn it on.
So you
I
could
can
be
turn
where
it
you're
on.
at.
Yeah, because you
good.
can't. I can't be, you know, freaking out for real. I'm talking like if that really made me nervous and do that, you know, then you would black out or you would whatever. So in those moments, I remember my sister came with me for Kim.
Saw that. Love
and yeah, it was cute. She wasn't supposed to, and I was like, no, you need to be there.
Yeah.
And we went to the bathroom at the KKW headquarters like before we started.
Nice.
Yeah. KKWHQ. And she was like, Amanda, can you believe what we're about to? And I was like, no. Exactly.
No.
I was like, no, not the vibe, not the vibe. I was like, the vibe is like hair flip.
Yes.
We're here, you know,
yes.
earned it, deserve it.
Right.
Somebody wants us to be here. So I definitely put myself in the mind state of like, you're here to do this like for a reason.
Good.
You're prepared as fuck.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if I would be more nervous to interview like somebody I didn't know anything about. Kim
Totally.
Kardashian, like give me a fucking, I'd follow her. I'd do a documentary about her. Like I could ask her shit all fucking day. So
true.
It's not like, you know, I felt very prepared but it obviously was crazy. I mean, leading up to it, I always thought it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah,
like,
I heard you say that.
Yeah.
You were just like, until I was walking through the doors.
No,
I was
like, no, it's being canceled. No.
Yeah.
Like, it just made no sense. I almost wanted to like call her and be like, you don't need this.
You don't need this. No,
like you don't.
But they don't go on
But they're
podcasts.
so smart that they must know what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like she just wanted to tap into a different audience.
Yeah.
And do a more informal
It made her
thing.
so much more relatable.
It made me so happy. Like,
it really did.
when I see responses like about my guests, not even like about me, but if I can make somebody like likable
in a different light,
or people be like, oh my God, I've learned the most I've learned about Kim, or like, you know, I didn't like the Kardashians, now I do. Like, all those things make me so happy. So she was so happy about the interview that's why I got Chloe. You know what I mean?
Right. Because they were like, wow, okay, if that were
literally, I remember I got home, Shannon, and it was like I was on this high. Like, how do you go back to normal life?
Totally.
And then the person that works for them, like, we were texting about it, and I was like, oh my God, the response is so great, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, so when's Chloe? And I was like, are you shitting me? Like,
are
in
you
those
fucking
words.
kidding me? I'll come back right now. Yeah.
And she was literally like May 27th or whatever the date was. And
Right.
I was like, okay.
You're like, okay.
Yeah.
How much time was in between the two? A month?
Something like
About a
that.
month?
About a month.
And then
with Courtney, it's funny because you said I would be the most nervous because, you know, I love her the
I
most.
just know you love her the most. Yeah.
So with Courtney, because I like know her, like, and before I even met her, like, know about her that she doesn't like speaking. Like, Kim is the best at it.
Totally.
Kim and like Chris.
Mhm,
Chloe's really good.
Mhm.
Courtney, that's not her vibe. Like, she's not a talker.
Yeah.
So I never like in my like wasn't like I need Courtney's gonna come on.
Right.
I figured she wouldn't want to, even though when I did see her after those, I was like jelly belly. And then literally it was so crazy how it happened because I had Steph Shep on my podcast. She was Kim's assistant, and I thought it'd be cool. She has a very big following, and I feel like people didn't know shit about her. And I was like, she's actually mysterious.
Yeah,
like, we're out here like
us
sharing our ovulation days,
us
you know?
and Harry, not fucking mysterious.
Yeah. and like Steph Shep, like people are like, is that her real name?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We don't know. Anyway, it was a good episode. Not trying to plug or anything, but literally we were getting out of the elevator here, and she was like, so did like Simon talk to you about having Court on? And I was like, what? And this was before Lemmy came out.
Right.
And I was like, no. And Simon's their friend.
Yeah.
It's really cool. that I became friendly with. But I was like, no. And she was like, oh, yeah, I told Court she should also do it. Like I said, if she wanted to, she should do it before me.
Right.
And I was like, yeah. And I acted like so cool. I was just like,
Yeah, I heard
yeah,
that.
no,
as well.
I mean, if she wants to, it could be
If she
cool.
You played it really cool. That's nice. I would have been like, oh my fucking God, anytime she wants.
Yeah. And then it happened. It was like crazy how things happen. It's not always this huge like, PR teams and things, which like a lot of like fucking influencers have nowadays. Okay, Shannon?
No,
with them, it was literally like, I organized it and like Dear Media helped with like Simon, who is her partner in Lemmy and like wanted her to do it also to promote it. Like until the day we like set a date and until the day I was in LA it, I didn't know it was going to be at her home. Like we didn't decide. They were like, maybe we'll do Travis's studio, which I thought would be really cool.
That would be fucking cool. Let you play
the day of, I was like, so where am I coming?
Oh my God, it was like a black site.
It was very...
They put a bag over your head. They're like, you don't know. We don't know.
It was very, but it was very cool. And especially because like, yeah, Courtney doesn't do this type of shit. And...
That is really cool. She obviously must feel very comfortable around
She
you.
feels, that makes me really happy.
Yeah, and I'm sorry to have... I know they film in their home and stuff, so I'm not saying they don't let people into their like view, but like to have you in her home, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, and here's the thing though. If you do go to their home or to like Calabasas to a celeb's home, make sure you have a car or a car service waiting for you, because if you try to order an Uber, it'll say 22 minutes and you're going to be a guest that overstayed their motherfucking welcome.
Oh no, it took you 22 minutes to get an Uber?
So I took a car service there and then I was like, hey, bye. And then I was like, I'll figure it out. Like I'll order,
Yeah.
And then we did like the salad shaking and all the shit. And like, I literally was like, okay, bye. And she had to go get her makeup done for something else and went upstairs. And I was like finishing my fucking fat ass ranch salad I ordered. Like she gets like a leaf and like olive oil. And I'm like, I'll get the Cobb salad, extra bacon, extra egg, cheese, chicken, ranch, slurping up the white sauce.
It's like, how do you shake this, babe? She's like, you're good. It's all mixed in. It's fucking mixed.
So I'm like slurping that up, like doop, 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 Uber. And then it's like, and I was like,
did you say something? Were you like, oh no? Or were you just like,
well, she already went upstairs to get her makeup done. So I'm in her like fucking like one of the rooms.
What's her assistant there or anything?
Well, her assistant also left. That's the thing. Like people think they're all these people, but it was really just like her assistant.
You said something forever ago. I'm not going to say the girl's name because like whatever, but like an influencer posted like, hey, like I need an assistant and I'm
two.
Yeah, it's like looking for two people to like help you out with day-to-day stuff. And you posted and you're like, this was back in, I heard you say this on someone else's podcast. You're like, I used to talk a lot more shit before I had a shit ton more followers. Yeah. And I've been an OG, so I was around like a while ago.
When I talked major shit.
Yeah, when you were just like name dropping.
Yeah.
And you screenshotted her story and said what, and she was like from a reality show. And
I can say it. It was, wasn't it Demi from like The Bachelor?
I think so.
I think she was looking for two. I'm not joking.
And you were like, what the fuck do you need two assistants for?
Yeah.
But it's funny because like it is always someone like a reality star that's just been on TV that pops into an interview with like a team of people.
Because you know why
and
though?
Like, what
because
are you
it's
doing?
Performative, babe.
I'm like, why do you need
think
these
Julia
people
Roberts is walking and being like, talk to my assistant? No. Like you wouldn't know she had an assistant.
It's just really crazy to me, the people that come in or I've like talked to you before and they're like, oh my God, just get an assistant. And I was like, I don't like work. Like what do I need an assistant for? Like I do work. I'm not discrediting my job, but do you know what I mean? Like I don't have a kid. Like no, I don't have like I don't take like a shit ton of stuff to dry cleaning. Like what the fuck could I not do?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. I'm very also like hands-on.
Yeah.
And I'm very organized. So like I can answer my emails. I can get to my shit. But yeah, it's a lot. In this world, there is a lot of performative teams going around.
Shit.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you don't feel that around, like, I've been around
big name
let's
people.
say even the Kardashian, like you don't notice the you don't notice it as much, or you're not told to like
because they don't have to fucking play that game.
Yeah,
like,
they don't
we know.
Right.
We know.
And they don't care about, I just got a pitch for someone on my podcast, which I won't say the name, but their PR team was just like, you need to like hold this person's book up, say their title as like this and that when you post about them, let's say anything, their name first, all the shit. And I was like, hello. Hi. This is not fucking QVC.
Bitch.
I'm not coming to sell this person. And for example, the Kardashians, if you called Kim an influencer, a fucking reality star, she wouldn't care what you fucking called her.
Because she knows she's done it all. She doesn't care what category you put her in. 'Cause she's like
She
surpasses
doesn't
all
need
of
you
it.
to say all the accolades and all the things. So I have a lot of respect and also see the differences with like just
Here's the
people.
thing too. We were just talking about this, how like companies love a buzzword. Like companies like, make a reel. And you're like, relax. Like shut the fuck up. I do other good content. But everyone thinks that's the thing right now, right? You being like, people are coming onto my podcast. It's because right now podcasts are podcast.
Right.
Bitch, there is QVC. There is these morning and daytime television shows that like people are tuning into for products.
Yeah.
Okay, so like go on those.
And also know your, like a lot of times I'll get guest pitches for like doctors. I was like, do you know, like go to the Skinny Confidential, you know?
But yeah, sometimes the people that think they should be on your show too, they're like, I'd love to pop on. And I'm like, and fucking talk about what?
I know. It gets weird if it's somebody that you like, let's make this a rule. Wait for somebody to ask you.
My God.
Yeah.
And
I actually got in, I think I said this on Skinny Confidential. It's like, because I'm so weary of that and I never want to like promote myself, push myself on anybody,
right.
Be like, when am I coming on? Like, not
God.
the vibe.
Not the
so vibe. I actually got in trouble with this with somebody that was on my podcast because she said she wanted me back on her podcast. And I was like, of course.
Sure.
But she didn't like follow up. So I was like, I'm not going to follow up. And then she got mad at me and dragged me on her show.
You're joking.
Yeah. And people sent it to me.
Saying what? Like, oh, I did hers.
Like that
she won't do mine.
bitch, like doggy dog world.
Oh
like,
my God.
like she wouldn't come on my show. And I was like, wait, does she know that like I'd be actually honored? I just didn't want to like push myself.
Please tell me you messaged her and we're like,
I know.
I'm happy to.
I hate
confrontation.
No, I hate being not good with somebody, especially if I don't have a problem with them.
Totally.
So I did. I found her number and I messaged her and I was like, I hope this wasn't about me, but pretty sure this was about me. And like, I have all the receipts. Like I looked through my email.
I would be pulling it up.
Yeah, I pulled it up. Like you see in my email, like whenever you want, let me know. And then silent. So what did you expect? Like me to follow up and be like, so you wanted me on your show? Like when that makes me feel like
so
desperate.
No, it's Hungry Tiger.
Yeah, and I would never do that. So I just think a tip for everybody, like don't, you know, if you ask somebody on your show, always ask somebody on your show. If they want to ask you back, they'll ask you back.
Also,
and if you don't have one, definitely don't ask to be on one.
No shit. And also, it's just like so cringe. Like, I'm not gonna do the legwork for you. I'm not gonna follow up. I'm not gonna do the scheduling. Yeah. You let me know if you want to be on yours. Like, let me know. I'm not doing all the work.
If I wanted you on mine, I would follow up.
Yeah,
up the wazoo, you know, and I'd be like, when are you coming? When are you coming? So
really
that
bizarre.
was a sucky situation.
What was her response back to you?
All good, sweetie, or something. Yeah. Wait till I tell you who it is.
Oh, can't wait. Cannot wait. There's just like really fucking weird to me. It's giving like.
But usually that doesn't happen. Let's be honest. Usually it's like there are good people around.
Oh no, there's way more good people than bad people. But the bad people are always the fucking loudest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They like love to be loud.
Yeah.
You're like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I feel like one of the most exciting things about a new year is that you have literally no idea what adventures are in store for you. I mean, I obviously know this is true because if you told me last year all the things that I would end up doing and all the people I'd end up meeting and all the places I would go in 2022, I would not have believed you. And what better way to prepare for 2023's adventures than learning a new language? I used to think that sounded like such a daunting task. But then I found Babbel, and Babbel makes it fun and exciting. You don't feel like you're in a boring classroom learning a language. You get these addictively fun and kind of easy somehow bite-sized language lessons that make you feel confident in learning something as different as a whole new language. Obviously, others agree with me because it's sold more than 10 million subscriptions. I love using Babbel because these lessons, which by the way, you legit only need like 10 minutes for, were created by actual language teachers and experts. And I've used other apps before, and you can totally tell that it was all made by like an AI. And that is something that I just like could legit not grasp at all. With Babbel, even the voice components that you hear in the lessons are voiced by actual native speakers, not some weird computer-generated voice. You can choose from 14 different languages. I'm currently learning Spanish, and they have like a ton of different ways to learn outside of just the lessons. They've got like games, podcasts, stories. They even have these live classes if you want to shake things up a bit. It also has a 20-day money-back guarantee, which I think is great. Right now, you can get up to 55% off your subscription when you go to babbel.com/probably. That's Babbel, BABBEL.com/probably for up to 55% off your subscription. Babbel, it's language for life. Back to doing homework by listening to your other podcast.
Yeah.
I have to bring this up because this is so interesting to me. You were saying that you do this thing where you copy what people do.
No.
Like, sorry, no. That was way too broad. No, and that's the clickbait. That's the clickbait. No. You watch people's mannerisms and you accidentally do what people.
Like I'm licking my lips, like I have lip filler and I don't.
Yeah. So you did that on Lauren's podcast.
Yeah.
She just got her done. You're like, I'm doing that. I like paused the podcast because I was like, oh my God, someone else does this.
Yeah.
I do people's mannerisms. It's this weird thing. I don't know if I was like could have been like a spy in another life because I can like literally like chameleon turn into these people. And one time I was like with this girl on a trip for like 3 days back in college, and she talked. You know when people like kind of talk out of the side of their mouth a little bit?
So you started to?
And I started doing it like a little bit, and I couldn't shake it. And my friends were literally like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "What?" And they were like, "You're talking out of the side of your mouth." And I was like, I am not talking out of the side of my mouth. I like remember I do that.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah, I love it.
Just like
I love it.
And I know the little lick thing that you're talking about with Kim Kardashian on the show. She's always like, it's like that.
Yeah, I like this.
Does it feel good to them?
What I assumed, have you gotten lip filler?
Mm-mm.
I assume it feels weird to like have something that's not
Bigger, maybe like tighter.
Yeah,
I don't know.
and maybe you like, because I've seen more than just her do it, and then I just wanted to do it too.
Yeah, it looks nice, and I don't know why.
Give me more. Like, send me other people's
little things.
Like, I'll copy shit.
Yeah, little
Love
like
that.
little tips.
The little stuff. Yeah,
It's the minutia.
the minutia. She listened. She took notes.
I didn't know that word. You taught me something new. The minutia of things. Yeah.
Then you know what I hate when people ask me for an example, and then Lauren was like, "Give me an example."
I'm
like,
hard.
"Fuck me, I'm going home."
Yeah, fuck. But you made really good examples the whole podcast because it's like paying attention to the tiny things and the little things.
Love
like
the
you
little
care
things.
more about the small things.
Yeah.
In the details, which I'm like really fucking weird about that shit too. Do you watch TikTok?
No.
I knew you didn't. God, you'd get really sucked in. It's best you don't.
Really?
Yeah, you'd go down holes. I just know it.
Really?
Yeah, because they fucking hyperfixate on the minutia. They like find something, and it's all these conspiracy theories, which I also like. I love a like dumbass conspiracy theory. Like, is Kendall Jenner obsessed with carrots? I'm like, I'm in. Like, I want to know. Like,
But is that a real one?
No, but like that's the kind of shit they're investigating. You know what I mean?
God.
So I don't care about like
anybody can pull up
government.
a green screen. No, I can't.
I can't do like conspiracy theories on like real shit, but like conspiracy theories about dumb shit, I'm like, sign me.
Wait,
the
are
fuck
you
up.
into TikTok? Like,
Yeah.
TikToking or watching TikTok?
So TikTok has made quite the progression. It was only a dancing app, which like literally cannot dance. I fucking can't dance. And my like one of my best friends does all the dances on TikTok, Anna Grace, and she's like, I'll teach you. And I'm like, I would need 2 weeks. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not Dixie. Like, I can't do that shit. And so I just didn't. I would just watch them. But I do TikTok more now because you can do like voiceovers,
Yeah.
or you can do. People are doing like story time stuff, which a bitch can fucking talk. So like, I'll do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I guess I'm trying to like get my followers up on TikTok.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I watch it more. But I don't watch it for 10 minutes, 30 minutes. If I get on to watch TikTok, it's 6 hours.
No,
but it's like 3. It's like,
oh my God.
it's a dangerous place.
No, I can't. I also don't have the capacity. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just feel
Yeah.
like I'm on Instagram so much of my day. Like, what am I supposed to do?
No, it's too
Have
it's too
more
much.
time on another app?
I should get off. No, I
right
should get off.
now, right.
I should stop.
No, right now it's a no. But people just keep trying to convince me.
But you can watch, like if someone sends you a TikTok, you can watch it, right?
Love that. Send me a specific link
Yeah, I'll
to
send you-
one,
some
and I
minu-
will watch the one that you send me, like an old person.
I'll give you some minutia's.
Okay.
When I start finding them.
Okay.
Huz, we love him.
Yeah.
He has his Instagram is at the Huz,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Which I love. It's like girl with no job, and his is boy with no job.
Right. I changed it for him. I think I was calling him that, which, like, again, let's go back to that meme of like cringe at everything I say. Like, if somebody else did that, I would literally be like, ugh, every time.
What's his real name?
Your own.
At least
So
you don't
this
call
is
him
why-
fucking Y.
So this is right. So this is how it happened. First of all, his name is like, you know, your own would be like annoying to say every time. Your own just said your own. I even tell him sometimes, I'm like, your name could be Could we do something about that? But and obviously I don't call him by his name. You know how like you're with someone, you just call him like babe or
I'm
whatever.
Like that. I don't say James.
So, and I never, by the way, call him the husband. That would be disgusting. Like to his face.
So you just would reference him like that.
know, here's how it happened. You know how people be like, my hubby, my hubs.
Yeah.
I just one day said, the word is husband. Why are we saying hubs and not husb? So that's how that happened.
Oh,
yeah.
Rich, good point. Great point. I feel like I'm in class.
I'm really smart.
Great point.
So that's how that happened. So again, it's just another name to be able to call someone, just like my stupid not skinny but not fat. And yeah, so that's why the husband
I like
came
that.
about.
I was wondering.
And then we changed it. I was like, you should change it to that. Like that's your entire personality.
I'm glad it was available. Shit's not available.
Yeah, I know.
And
thank God we copped it.
People take stuff so that you can't have it, and then they want to sell it to you.
Oh well. Tough luck because I'm pretty sure I could get it if I wanted to.
Oh, she's got pull. Okay. I one time reached out to the person who has Shannon on Instagram.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I couldn't get like Amanda. Yeah.
And I tried to buy it and she literally just didn't respond.
What did she want?
No, she didn't respond. And I was going to like offer her a lot of money. I was like really, I was in my pathetic era and I would have done it.
How much would you have? How much?
5,000.
I mean, I think
that was like what I would have
capped it. It's worth 5,000.
Yeah, I would have capped it at that.
It's always like not the person that you think that has that name.
Yeah,
it's not even someone that good.
This girl had
like
5,000
Kim doesn't
followers.
have Kim.
This girl was 5,000 followers, but in her bio she said she worked for Facebook. So I was like, she got it from them. She's not giving it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but I want to know about husband. Does he get, how like every husband ever acts like they're so annoyed that their wife just turned on Desperate Housewives of Beverly Hills, and then like they'll like, my dad does this, and then like you'll see him and he'll be like walking to the kitchen, but he never makes it to the kitchen because he's like standing very far away watching, and then they get like a little bit closer, and then by the end of the show they're like, Kyle should have never said that to Sarah. And you're like, bitch, does he get into like celebrity, like the
not really, no,
the big stuff? Like would
the
he
big
ever
stuff, but like
something
when I posted this when he came with me to the People's Choice Awards, like, and Ryan Reynolds was on stage. He literally, like, people think I'm being funny, said to me, "Oh my God, I love Ryan Gosling."
No,
swears.
That's a confusing one.
Yeah.
No,
but he does that a lot. He does that a lot though. Like confuses actors. I love to test him. Like a song will come out on the radio and I'll be like, who is this? And I'll be like, Mariah Carey,
Yeah.
Like, but it's not.
It's Dua Lipa, babe, but okay.
Yeah.
Close.
He's not from here. He's Israeli.
Right.
He's like Israeli.
Okay.
So, this isn't even really his culture.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I do feel like I live a double life because I live this like very American, very in the know life. When I'm not, is like I speak to him in Hebrew most of the time. He gets everything business wise. Like he's very helpful to me to like make decisions.
Yeah.
I can tell him something really quick. Like he knows who you are. I could be like, Shannon the redhead, and he'll like remember that you were on my podcast. Like he's very good at like knowing what I'm doing. But
that's more so because he's involved in your life as a husband, and he's a good husband.
Right.
He's not like, he doesn't actually care about my content.
He doesn't.
He's like, oh, I care about my wife and
he like knows. I can easily describe like who I'm talking about. Like, he used to, I remember when he used to know people that I was talking about by followers. He'd be like, oh, 600K. Yeah.
No, what a weird.
Yeah.
That's so
like
funny.
there's just like certain things that he registers, but, and he really does love it. Like he loves, seeing me get love, and, he gets really excited about things, but he's really not in this world, nor is he like an attention person. He's like the opposite of that.
Well, I want to ask,
but in terms of shows, only Summer House I can get him into, and Winter House, because that's very like young people. He can't like watch a show about older women, like that. He doesn't care about that.
I don't care.
But like young people, like in a house, I can get him into.
That's
Summer
also
House.
a very good show. I mean, it's just like a good show.
I'm also not a Housewives girl, which people don't know.
I used to watch it when I was younger with my mom, and then I'm just gonna be honest, like Better TV started coming out.
Yeah.
And it's not as good now as it was then. Like you cannot recreate like Housewives of Atlanta with like Nene and Kim and like all like you in Phaedra. Like you can't recreate the
or like Jill Zarin, Bethany, New York. Like it's just now like the way The Bachelor changed. Like these women come on, know that they want the money, the fame, and the whatever. So they create these like really curated fights and things, and they're so bitchy to each other.
Yeah.
And you're like, you don't must be
this is crazy.
So bitchy.
Right.
And like I just don't enjoy that kind of
Yeah.
thing anymore.
And
also I need some like hooking up, some like I'm like, you know.
And now people don't do that as much because they're like, we know it's gonna be air on TV.
Right.
We're like, well, that's the
Get
fucking point.
Fucking sleazy.
You sold your soul to reality TV. Give us what we fucking want.
Would you go on again, reality TV?
Yeah, but like it would have to be. I'm in such a better place now. Like I did it because I had literally nothing going on in my life. Like when Kristen was like, "Do you want to be on a show?" I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Yes. But like now it would have to be something that I really wanted to do, and I would be like more thorough with like. I would ask more questions. Then I was just like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Yeah.
Like
well, duh.
But yeah, I would go back on.
Yeah.
I'm a hungry tiger myself. I will definitely anything for the clout, baby. When you were back in Israel, when did you move here? How old were you?
Well, so my life is really back and forth. When I wrote it down in like a questions the other day.
I remember
and it was just wild because I was like, whoa. And people were like, is there a reason? So I was born here when I was 7 years old. My parents got divorced. My mom's Israeli.
Mhm.
So she was like, oh, let's go back to Israel for a little bit. And then we ended up staying because like we really liked it.
Yeah.
So we stayed for 7 years. And then we were in high school. And then I was about to go into high school and my mom was like, better life in America.
Okay.
Moved us back. Started high school, finished high school and college. And when I graduated college, I was kind of like, you know, I had friends in Israel from growing up there. And I was like, oh, I kind of want to go for a little bit, like let loose. I was very like career oriented.
Yeah.
And I wanted to like start I was like, before that, let me just go and let loose. And that's when I met Huz.
The second day you were there, right?
The second day I was there, even the first day, like he was working at a store at the time at the mall, and I went with my cousin to pick out a shirt for like her man, and he helped us. But I only knew that in retrospect. And met him, and then like my ticket came up to go home a month later, and I was kind of like, oh, I'm having so much fun with him, and like blah, blah, blah. So I stayed, and then stayed for 5 years.
And then you just stayed 5 years.
Yeah,
and
then
you never got credit for the ticket.
And never got credit for the ticket.
That's
let the
fucked.
ticket go. And also like now when I hear people do shit like that, I'm like, you're so brave. And it's weird to me that I did that because
Yeah.
I was such a mommy's girl, such a like around my family person. I got such terrible anxiety studying abroad in Barcelona during college that like I don't know how I just stayed alone in a country, but I was with him.
But I was gonna say you weren't alone. I
Yeah.
think he was your safe haven,
he
which
was
is really
so
sweet.
he was
and
so
romantic to
always
think
makes
about.
me feel safe.
I feel like every time you post throwbacks, which I love, I also like love the most like funny thing about me is that you have your college like dorm room tattooed on your neck.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, Post Malone, like that's just, like kind of ratchet and amazing.
Okay. I know, and like we weren't even drunk. Like it's not even like
Really planned
we're
it.
so fucked up. Like literally, like wanted to get it fully.
So
fully
all
aware.
these old pictures I see of you, you're like in the club. Like I'm like, what was Amanda like
Yeah, I
in
was
Israel?
in the
Were you
club.
like, were you?
First of all,
like
Huz was a promoter. That's one of the reasons
everything makes
makes
more
sense.
sense now.
Huz was
Yes.
a promoter, and that's one of the things that turned me on because I was like, he's so shy, and like people say he's into me, but he like won't really look at me.
Right.
Love that.
Yeah.
Plus, he's like gets free drinks, can get anywhere.
tables,
That's really hot. So that's one of the things that pulled me in. So yeah, I used to go to clubs all the time, and there were like professional photographers.
Yes, yeah, I was gonna
So I
say
have all these pictures like smoking on the bar and like
there
getting
are
the
so
free
many
drinks.
photos
I
of
love
you.
it.
It's great, and I was
That was a fun time.
I had to know because I was like, I just feel like either she was always in the club with her girlfriends,
Yeah.
or there has to be a bigger story here. But clubs or hubs was,
But I
better.
did, but it was like a different kind of club. It's not like you would go to the fucking Marquee here.
Right.
And it's like a dance bar, I think you would call it. Maybe they have these in like Europe. I feel like here,
no, for sure.
yeah, I like there it's like you would know people there,
Yeah,
you know,
like their
because like
spot.
small, it's kind of like probably Nashville has these types of
Exactly.
spots.
Yeah.
New York, it's like, it's not like going to the Marquee or the, you know, all the fucking,
Right.
so there it's like you come in, people know you, you look good, you this, you that. So it was definitely a vibe, and it was definitely
That is a vibe.
really fun.
Club hus.
Yeah. Shots, all the things.
I did so many shots last night. I try. You know what's
Oh my
crazy?
God, I can't believe you did shots on just like a night.
No. What's crazy is that it was
And you look so good
it was
today.
a Friday night. Oh, thank you. Makeup. I really never believed people when they were like, "Oh, wait till you're," and then they'll say an age
Yeah.
about hangovers and stuff.
And
'Cause
then
I was
happened?
like that dumb bitch, just like,
Yeah.
I don't know, I just don't get hangovers. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't get it. And then you literally, I hit 28, and it was like Mack truck. Like
Yeah.
you get them, and now I'm literally scared of them. And like
It's scary.
I'm scared of being.
I
hungover.
remember when like speaking of Israel, when I was there, it was go out to the club
Yep.
till fucking 4 a.m.
Bus club.
Fall
another bus.
fall fall asleep, go to sleep until like noon the next day, wake up, dehydrated to the max, drink a coffee, go to the motherfucking beach in 100 degrees, tan your life away, and then do the same thing the next day. How are you alive? Today, I would be like, I wouldn't open the blinds until, well, now, I can't even do that anymore because I have a baby, but
A baby.
but it's so true. It's like, how did we used to do the things and like the gross shots? Not today, you like make sure that it's like doesn't have sugar in it and like doesn't have anything.
That's Blanco, right? Like that's harvested from agave plants, right? Yeah, back then I'm like, what's it called? A Vegas titty twister? Sure.
Yeah.
Like
And
what?
like, how were we okay?
Yeah,
No.
we were not well.
Age is a thing.
It's wild how that
Yeah.
shit whops you upside the head.
Yeah.
Really quick, do I have a time check?
Feels like 5.
It feels like 5 minutes. Oh
Mm.
my gosh. Do you just love talking?
Yeah.
I
And you're like, bra.
Am-
Only you can do that.
I got in trouble here in New York.
What did people say?
Well, and a lot of people messaged me and were like, "Yeah, that was fucking weird that you wore that." Like I posted
Yesterday?
Like, can't but no.
I was like, that weird outfit you wore yesterday? No, I'm just kidding.
what-
No,
was
you
like,
were
what-
naked and it was so cold. I was concerned.
Oh
Are
my
you
God.
okay?
I was going to the club. I put a jacket on. What am I gonna wear? Like,
Wait, you went to the literally club?
I went. Yeah, we went to the club.
Wait, which club?
We went to Lucy's. I don't know where that is.
Oh, I
A
heard
lot
about
of disco
that.
balls. Yeah, we went to the club. So we went to dinner first. So
Yeah.
I wore like a skirt, a little tube top thingy, and a blazer.
Yeah.
And then I had a long coat over that.
Okay.
Coat check the long coat. Then I have the blazer on
Right.
at dinner.
Yeah.
And then when I go to the club,
You co-checked
I-
both?
coat check both.
Okay.
Because I was at the club.
Yeah.
Why would I fucking
So what'd you
cover
get
up?
shit for?
No, this was a while ago. This was like a few months ago, and I posted about it, like how fucking insane. A lot of people on my side, right? Like, you're in New York. Like, this lady is obviously insecure, whatever. But there were a lot of people that were like, "You're in a bra." And I was like, okay. It's like the lady that was like, shh.
Oh, yeah.
You're just like, also fair. So I had this like, it was honestly very much like this. It was like a matching set vibe.
Yeah.
And then the bra underneath was like an actual bra, but it had like, it was like lacy. It was more of, it looked like more of a bra.
Yeah.
It's more like a thingy that goes with the outfit.
Yeah.
And if you're not watching this, you can just, close your eyes and imagine. And me in a bra. But I was very hot. We were at Balthazar and I was sitting at the bar. I wasn't like in a super
so you
fancy
took
restaurant.
off your top?
No,
Oh.
I took off my jacket only because I even was like, I'm just wearing, once the jacket component's off, it's no longer this like cute put together outfit where you can just
It's a
see
bra?
peek of the bra. Now it's just a bra, but it's the exact same color. You can tell it all goes together.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's a fit. And so I took it off my shoulders and I did like this. And I even held my hands here. I was literally just trying to let the back breathe.
Yeah.
because I was fucking sweating.
Yeah.
And I was like this. And my friend actually goes, just take it off. I was like, no, it's okay. I'll just keep it like this
Yeah.
on my shoulders. And this lady from across the room was like, I won't repeat the story because my podcast listeners have already heard it, but she was like pointing at me. She was like, put your coat on. Put your coat on. And I was like, that fired me the fuck up. And I was like, all the way up. I took it all the way off.
No, stop.
Yeah, but then
I love that.
But then the bartender was like, she just came over and asked for you to put your top on. He's like, obviously you do not have to do that.
She came over and
Yes,
asked.
pointed at me and was like, you need to tell her to put her top on. And here's the thing, like, we're literally not in Michigan at like Applebee's, my girl. Like, we're in New York. It is like, I have seen people wear the most insane shit.
Wait, was she like ugly?
No, she was cute. She was probably a little bit older than me and she was cute. Yeah. But
Why was she so bothered?
I don't know. When I say a little bit older, she's probably like in her like late 30s, but
Yeah.
like that's like not fucking old. That's young. Like,
Yeah.
get with the fucking times, bitch. And so yeah, she was really
even if she wanted to like gossip about it, that's fine.
Totally.
But why would you?
And that's what I said.
want-
I was like, be a fucking normal bitch and talk shit with your friends. Like,
Yeah.
point at me and let me know you're talking about me. And yeah, sure, whatever. I get it. I'll see you. But like, you going up to the person that works there, being like, she needs to put her jacket
That
on.
is gross.
And it was, like I said, it was
Yeah.
on my shoulders and I had my, like, I was always holding a drink. So like my hands were here and the
Yeah.
bra wasn't see through. And like, do you see the shit people wear? People are freeing the nipple. Instagram just took away the rules.
Oh, that's nice.
yeah. Instagram took away the like,
That's
nipple
nice
thing.
of Instagram.
It was nice. Listen,
It's
we love
about
you,
time.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Un-
We love you.
We love you. Don't punish us.
Yeah.
No, so that was, the bras, the people, but I had messages that were like, ma'am, you are in a bra. And I was like, I know, but you forget I'm in New York. Like,
Yeah.
I'm in Soho in New York. Bitches are wearing like see-through. Everyone's wearing that. Men,
Yeah.
women, everyone's wearing whatever they want. I'm in
Yeah.
New York. So it just felt like very weird that people of all places would have been annoyed here.
Right.
I'm like, we're in New York.
It's gross.
Have you seen these bitches around Fashion Week taking all their reels? I'm like, it's everyone's naked.
Yeah. No, it also like no one should really be telling you what to wear and not wear.
Yeah, and I like Kendall Jenner started that movement now where people are just wearing pantyhose with like blazers. You've seen this,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
You're about to do that. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
If literally, earlier when I was like, you did that thing where you call people, you're like, no, me, I do. I love doing that. If I see something cute, I'm like, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
But like fashion is seeing stuff you like and putting your own spin.
Right, exactly.
But like, yeah, the pantyhose things, I'm like, couldn't be me. God knows.
It's gonna be you.
And someone's gonna be, well, I that one is the only one that I could see I could see a maitre d' being like, ma'am,
You don't have pants.
you don't
on.
have pants
Yeah.
on. Like you literally
Yeah.
don't have pants on.
You don't have pants on.
So that one I get a little bit more. We are gonna have to wrap this up because
Wild.
we're in a studio. Usually I do this. I would have brought you to my apartment. I usually do all the podcasts.
But RIP apartment.
RIP NYC. But I will be back all the time. I'm just, gotta save a cute little $85,000 a year. NBD.
Yeah.
Excuse the debt.
The $85,000.
Excuse the debt.
Well, you experienced and
yes, and I had you here for my last hurrah, which is amazing.
that's so
Thank you for
fun.
coming on. I love
Thank
you.
you for having me.
I
love
won't ask
too.
you where to find you. I won't ask you to do a podcast.
Oh my God, because she really did the fucking. Well, Shannon was on my podcast. If you guys want the tea,
You scared me on yours. But rightfully so. I'll wrap it up with this. I
Yeah.
meant to say this to you. Remember, so it was like the whole thing where I came on because all that news was I was in Charleston, Jay Cutler was there, whatever.
Yeah.
And you were like, so why would they why would they write the articles? And I was like, that's a thing. Like, I don't know. And you were like, Shannon, you know. And I was like, oh, like I remember thinking like, she's good. She's good. Just because like I was trying to be all coy. Like, I don't know why it turned into such a big story. We knew what we were doing. He looked at me before he took the picture and was like, you want to break the internet? And I was like, yeah, this will be funny. Like, and I was like, yeah, I just don't know why the internet blew it up so much. Like, bitch,
Wait, so why did I scare you?
No, I just meant like thought I was gonna get away with it.
Oh, you thought that you were, yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like a little interview where I was like, oh, just don't know.
Yeah,
and you were
yeah.
like, Shannon, Shannon, you know. And I was like, no, I know.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
Well, that was a good
But
one.
you're a good interviewer.
Thanks,
so it's
babe.
like you make people feel comfortable. You pull stuff out of people. It's good.
Yeah, so go listen because it was good. I remember I really liked you. Well, obviously, you know that I liked you. That I like you. But but I'm just saying that you really we spoke about a lot of things. You were super open.
Yeah.
This was
Happy
still
to be
okay
open.
to ask you about that stuff.
Yeah.
It was happening then.
Yeah, it was like 4 years ago. So yeah. It was definitely
It
like
was
topic worthy for sure.
yeah. So I'm glad that we got to do this on
Me
yours
too. I love you. Thank you for coming on a
Thank
Saturday,
you.
guys. She's got kids. She's got a life.
I
She's
know.
she's got Clubhouse waiting back. Thank you.
All right,
Clubhouse.
Clubhouse.
Love you. Thank you.
Thank you, babe. Mwah.